Hello and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with Joseph P. Larkin today. Wow, you actually kept your name. I won't have to change it in the little,
Mm-hmm.
because I always change it on the clips so that people
Oh,
know who you
really?
are.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
nice. I didn't notice that actually.
only
Thank
on the
you.
clips.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if everyone understands the joke is that you change your name constantly. You go through this rotation of different
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most people don't
things.
understand jokes in general, so you better hold their hand. I think
Yeah.
you might need to hold their hand. My favorite ice cream brand is Haagen-Dazs, and the reason why I like it is because when I lived in the Czech Republic, it was the only brand of any kind of food that I saw in the grocery store that I recognized in America. So I have a
Mm-hmm.
soft spot for this ice cream. And today I drank a bottle of wine and, of course, crushed an entire pint of Haagen Dazs. And as I was
Mm.
eating it, I was so, I don't know, into it. I was enjoying it so much. I started looking at the ingredients and I was like, motherfucker, Haagen Dazs is kosher.
No way.
That's why it tastes so good. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's
Mm.
all natural ingredients. And then it has
Mm-hmm.
the little there's a little symbol that you can see on the packages to know it's kosher, which is the letter U and a circle
Oh,
around it. So
I thought it
start
would have been a
looking for
K.
that.
I assumed
But
it would have been a K with a circle.
yeah, that's too good. That's too good. They would never have that level of self-awareness. But fuck yeah, just look for that U. And of course, after I get done with this, I'm just gonna go finish another
Mm-hmm.
pint of Haagen Dazs. Yeah, it's awesome. Of course, they get nothing but the fucking best. So
Right.
have a couple scraps from the table now and then. Treat yourselves, guys.
Uh, do you know? Speaking of kosher, I'm wondering. I know I think you sent me these, but I'll play one of them now.
Hmm.
Y'all, all you can get to drink now with your food stamps is water. Not eligible.
Mm.
It's happening, y'all. It's happening. What am I gonna drink now?
Drink water, you fuck.
Not eligible. What is
You don't
going
need to be
on,
drinking
man?
Sunny
What am I
Delights.
supposed to
Corn
drink
syrup.
now? Not
They're
eligible.
they're fucking retarded. I hate them. I
Not
hate that I'm
eligible.
keeping this guy
All
alive
they're
with my
giving us is
tax
water,
dollars.
guys. I'm at HEB right now, and you can't get nothing to drink besides water.
You
I
know.
love the music in the background.
Come on, man.
Yeah. The funniest part is, it's really surprising that a person with a face tattoo is on EBT.
Hmm.
It's pretty shocking because I would assume he would have been like a SoundCloud rapper.
I can't believe that they would videotape this and post online. Don't they feel like losers?
They should.
That's the gayest shit I've ever seen. It's so lame. It's the lamest thing I've ever seen. He's
Mm-hmm.
mad. He's crying. He's got an actual tear rolling down his teardrop tattoo because he can't have Sunny Delight. I mean, get the fuck out of here. It's not even purple drink.
Yeah. No, well, it is. It's orange drink.
But no,
It's
I'm just
pretty much
referencing
what
the
it
Dave.
is.
I was referencing the Dave Chappelle joke. Whatever.
I know. I know.
Dude only
But
had two good jokes, so it was either that one or the other good joke of his. But yeah, I'm really tired of keeping these idiots alive, and they're such faggot crybabies. I can't believe it. You're supposed to be some tough guy with all these tattoos on your neck and on your
mhm.
hands, and then you're crying over the fact that you can't get Sunny to light. Don't you feel embarrassed? I just don't. I can't believe this is beta male material. This is beta male 101. Crying because mommy didn't give you the Sunny delight. Dude,
In this case,
these people will fucking die en masse when white people go extinct. They're all fucks when they have no one to buy their Sunny Delight for them. This is stuff I can't get. It's kind of like what I was trying to say on the last episode, and it's what I just said when we started the show. You can either buy the good ice cream with the good ingredients and it tastes good, it's better for you, but this guy, I guarantee you, is by Briars or
mhm,
whatever the shit ones, which are just soy gum and
mhm.
and extracts and chemicals and all this crap. And he's mad because he can't keep eating this garbage, which is giving him cancer. That's like, what's going on in this fucking retard's brain? They don't
Right.
have a single like a single thought in their fucking head that's even remotely Um, I don't know.
Well,
They,
you
they
know, I think.
they have no critical thinking skills. That's what I was trying to
Mhm,
say. Zero critical
mhm.
thinking skills. They just think they're like little babies. Yeah, I want a snack, and someone needs to give me a snack, or I'm gonna throw a fucking fit in the grocery store, which they will do too. They do this all the time. He's throwing a fit in the fucking grocery store over this shit, and
Right.
I don't understand why I'm paying to keep these idiots alive. I don't know why you don't want to just drink water.
It's better for you.
Yeah, you can have a soda a day, or maybe or some apple juice. You can have some apple juice. You can't be having this shit every fucking day and not on my dime. I don't
Right.
buy this for myself, you fuck. I don't
Well.
get to have Sunny Delight, but this guy does on my dime. Fuck this country, dude. Fuck it. I don't want him around. I'm not a bad person because I don't want to pay for his shit, and I don't want him in my country. He sucks. He's crying on his Obama phone. Everything about him he got free. He got fucking free clothes from the fucking church donation box, right?
Mhm,
And then he got a fucking free phone from Obama. Thanks, Obama. He got free fucking food. And he's crying that
mhm.
he's not going to get to continue giving himself cancer with free fucking food that he didn't get. He didn't fucking pay for this. What is he
It
crying
was for.
about? Dude, the rest of us are crying about inflation. He's crying about
Yeah.
the fact that he doesn't get extra free food.
Yeah. Well,
Where's my free snacks?
on that Obama phone thing, I work right next to where they give like homeless people benefits. There's like one of those government agencies right there. Like when I get off the train to get to work, I see the building and it's just this dead building that has no. It's like gray, like very Soviet. But on that corner, right by that building, they give away free phones to the homeless. You know, they just all you gotta do is sign up something. I don't know what you sign up. They offer me a phone every. They used to offer me phones every now and again, and I was like, "Ooh, am I dressing badly? Do I do I not look employed?"
Yeah, it's kind of an insult, huh? That's what I'm telling
Yeah.
you about. People with dignity are insulted by the idea that they're taking charity. These guys
Mhm.
are shameless. No fucking shame at all. Dude, I couldn't even believe that he's just doing it in public in general. What if someone sees you in public? What if a
Mhm.
girl sees you? What if a hot
It's
girl sees you crying on Instagram in the fucking
well,
grocery store? Have some fucking dignity, man.
here's the secret I learned about Mexican dudes when I worked in the Brea Improv. The guys in the kitchen are all very, very Mexican. Listen to ranchero music and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But they basically have like 4 girlfriends, all of them. Doesn't
And
matter how poor they are.
they're all obese.
No, this guy wasn't, but a lot are,
No, I'm
yes.
talking
But
about the women. The women are all obese, and
oh yeah,
that's why he needs to have a constant stock of Sunny Delight. So the fat chalupa bodied
yeah.
Mexican women that fuck him and make another rugrat, another anchor baby, can be flush with Sunny Delight. Dude, it's just crazy. I don't know. The more I live, the less I can eat this junk food. It's just, I mean, it's obviously rotting my teeth. I already know that. Also,
Mhm.
wine is rotting my teeth. But I mean, shit, man. At least wine has some good properties. There's zero good properties from eating flaming hot Cheetos, man. It's
Yeah.
literal corn. You drink corn in the Sunny Delight, right? And then you
Mhm.
eat corn in the corn chips. It's
Yeah.
that's nuts. That's like when someone pointed this out. I also thought was weird. Is that biscuits and gravy is just it's just flour in biscuit form and it's in liquid form on top of the other flour. You're just eating a bunch of fucking flour in a slightly different configuration, which I think is really funny. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just be eating the same fucking um the
Bad
same
food.
no, this even just the same food. You can't like civilizations have died because they only ate corn.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It destroys your body. You're supposed to be eating various meats, some fish,
Some vegetables.
maybe some grain. Yeah, not supposed to be eating a fucking hot pocket. I don't. It's really weird because I also see on the Instagram, especially, there's tons of these body positive videos where these fat bitches will show you all the food they eat all day. And it's like, God
Mm.
damn, dude, it just doesn't even look appealing to me. Am I
Right.
the only guy that has, where his eyes are bigger than his stomach at Taco Bell and he just accidentally buys food that he has to throw away? Does anyone else do that? Do these people
No.
just eat every fucking thing? They're just literally eating like 10 fucking items every goddamn meal. And that's the other thing, they never stop eating. It's all goddamn day.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. And like, here's another example of one of these. I think you sent me this one too.
No sodas. You can't get your coffee creamer. You can't even get ice cream. Hey, that's, that's wrong. What am I to do? That's wrong. Somebody needs to do something about this. I know it's affecting everybody. I eat healthy. I love my fruit. I love my sweets too.
Zero self-awareness. I just don't give a fuck about their problems anymore. Why were we saving Africa? What was the point of that? USA for Africa and all that shit. What was the point of keeping these retards alive? I never understood it. I
Right.
just never got it.
Mhm.
And then importing them here seems like a real bad idea. I don't know who's behind this, but this is definitely not a good idea, and you should be very distrustful of whoever brought them over here.
Yeah, I think that it has something to do with a K and a circle, but I don't know. I don't look into things. I think they make
You take
is
the
it
good and the bad.
dryers?
Yeah, you take the good and the bad, dude. They bring in Haagen Dazs, but also a bunch of Aboriginals. Shit. And by the way, yeah, everything that's imported from like Holland, like Haagen Dazs, is fucking great. It's amazing. I don't need any
Mhm.
shit aside from Mexican Coke to be
Dude,
imported from anywhere else in the world. Definitely nothing from Africa or India. I don't need
right.
that. They really have
I
no
need
function for us.
I need to start buying these beers that are German beers at Trader Joe's. They're imported, but they're really good, and it's the only beer that I can drink where I don't feel like absolute garbage the next day. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, maybe not Heineken. What's the one in the green bottle? Like it has to be from Europe. It can't be from
Mm-hmm.
here because the ones from Europe, like they have actual I think Germany specifically, they can only put like four things in it to call it
Mm-hmm.
German beer, or else it's not a German beer, and they have to
Mm-hmm.
say it. You
That's
know?
cool as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I could drink a bunch of those I obviously I'm hungover, but I'm not. Even the hangover is not as bad. It's just like, oh, okay, I just drink some water, I'm back to normal.
Yeah, sometimes I think you get hung over from the sugar content or something like that.
Yeah.
They put fucking sugar in everything. They put sugar in the French fries at McDonald's. So it's like that's another thing. It's like I would love to quit sugar, but I don't know if I would even be able to. Like, how do you? Well, am I really just going to keep eating kosher pickles all the time and that's it? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I could definitely slim down on that diet, on the kosher pickle diet.
Hmm.
That kind of sounds like a euphemism for gay sex with the Jew.
Yeah, it pretty much does, yes. But I will say that like it is better food, right? It is.
Mhm.
It
Well,
just
yeah,
we all
Europe has standards in the way they make their food. And actually, I was just thinking about this because I found this really cool Italian deli in Tarzana, and
mm,
I got to thinking about two things. Like number one, those sandwiches are so good because it's all the meat and cheeses are imported from Italy,
mhm.
and then everything else is handmade here. And then also, one sandwich is only 17. Well, okay, $17 for a sandwich, which is a lot. But guess what? Getting a fucking meal deal at McDonald's right now is $17. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You may as well go eat good food if as long as you're paying the $17 no matter where you go. And that place is awesome. And I don't know what else I was gonna say. Probably nothing
Oh
important.
yeah. Well, no, but no, I wish I had it. But what I was gonna, because like also you get better service
Mm-hmm.
at that Italian spot versus like you go to McDonald's, you're dealing with someone that's making $20 an hour, but they can't read or add or do math, and you're like, wait,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ever try to give them change to round up, and they go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the math for you just so that you don't have to break $1, so you can keep it as dollar amounts.
Mhm.
And like, I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. They're retarded, and they're not trained to learn how to do that math anyway. In fact, I
Mhm.
think they're specifically trained to tell you not to give it an exact change sometimes, or
Sometimes,
whatever, or to round
Yeah.
up. I mean, maybe that's why they added the option to round up for
The
charity.
kids.
Yeah, they're like, we'll let the kids figure this one out.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I never do those because I don't trust the charities.
Fuck no,
'Cause
you don't
I've
do it. Yeah,
yeah.
just don't do that, people. But I love it when they try to guilt you. Hey, you give us some money for our school, and I want to say, fuck no, I pay taxes. How much
Yeah.
fucking money do you want from me, man?
All of it.
Yeah, for sure, all of it, dude. It's
Yeah.
never fucking ending.
Mm-mm. And there's this bill that they did where they recently in California where it's called like the tax billionaires bill. And I was watching this thing on it in Twitter, and basically it has a provision in there where they can take that tax away, not just billionaires, but they can lower that number to pretty much everybody. So, and you don't have to vote on it. Once you vote that one provision in, they now can do anything they want, which they did with a few other things. Like they said they weren't going to tax your mileage, and now they're starting to tax mileage.
No
in
way.
California.
Get a guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna have to leave soon. This is outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
They penalize you just for being a taxpayer, just for actually contributing to the system, and then they reward people that are fucking homeless or illegal, literal fucking criminals. I'm paying for their livelihood, dude. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's getting to a point where it's not worth it trying to own anything here or being that successful, because they're just going to try and tax you out of it. Or in the example of this video, people will just, while you're working on your property to make it nicer, they'll just park in your spot.
Oh man,
this is private property. I've already tagged one car here.
You did? Well,
I tagged one of these cars. I don't know which one it was. One of these cars I've already tagged, and I don't know why anybody would park here. You guys know this is private property.
Okay.
So why would you park all these cars here?
Like I said.
There's all this street parking. Look at all this street parking.
You know what? We're gonna get the cars out. Okay?
I don't understand why anybody would do this.
I did not know about the private property thing. No one.
You think it's okay if I can park all my vehicles on your property?
If there's nobody in the house, if it's empty, yes. I don't give a shit. This house is empty and it's been a dump for years.
It's private residence.
Like I said, we'll move the damn cars. So
move them now.
No, we'll move it when you get a chance. Move your damn car first.
You can get around me. You can get around me.
Move your car so you and other cars.
Yeah. I'm filming you, bro. You're on film.
We having problems at my house, bro.
I don't care. Get out of my face. You're on my property now. Now you're standing on my property. You're standing on my property right now.
Who give a fuck with you, huh?
No, he's not straight. No.
Yeah,
No.
You want to call the police? Call the police.
I don't give a fuck.
Call the police.
Call the police.
You're being filmed too.
So what?
You're being rude.
First of all, like, who goes around? I know you're at your house or whatever, but I'm assuming they're having a party. Like, why are you wearing a tank top?
No, these are all their fucking leases. Dude, I've had at least 10 interactions with foreigners over the same fucking issue. They think that they just fucking can park anywhere and that you should go ask for permission to fucking park in your own driveway. Dude, he couldn't get into his own driveway. If you didn't notice this, cars are parked on the fucking grass too. This is beyond unacceptable. And when he just says move it, the woman's like, there's nobody here. And then he goes, just move it anyway. And she goes, your house is a dump. Immediately they start fucking insulting you after they're already in the wrong. Why can't you just move your fucking car when asked? Why it has to be a big fucking production and a fucking argument? Why does it have to turn into a fucking viral video every time I want to get into my own fucking home, which I own? He said it's private property. I own this place. And I love it when they try to use logic, because I always do this shit too, where I'm like, hey, how would you like it if I parked in your yard? I can tell you how they would like it. They wouldn't. They'd be freaking out over that too. No matter what they do, they just cause trouble. They fucking suck. It's always some dumb fucking foreigner, no fucking shoes or some fucking Crocs or some fucking slip-on Vans. and wearing like fucking wife beaters and underwear outside in the fucking middle of the fucking day. And
Yeah.
the whole fucking family has to come out and then get themselves involved in a fucking argument, which didn't have to happen because you don't need to park in someone's fucking space. But this is really close to my heart because it happened this fucking year. It happens over and fucking over, and I still don't understand. Who the fuck are you to park in front of my garage? And then the size of the alleyway. Why mine? Why not anyone else's? It's so fucking fascinating. I've had to go out and tell people to move a fucking 500,000 times. Sometimes it's just a work truck, and I'm like, dude, I have to go to work. I said this to the guy one time. I was like, please move it. I have to leave. You're at work. How would you like it if I fucked with you?
Yeah.
And he didn't like it because I was fucking with him. And they always say the same shit. Well, go call the police. Dude, the second the police show up, they move the car. It's happened. It's like they're the biggest pussies. They're afraid of the police and they pretend like they aren't. The second the police show up, they start acting like they've been in the country 500 years and actually understand the rules. They're just rude fucking cunts. They're just taking over. They think that they're like a fucking cancer, dude. They're a cancer and your driveway is bladder, okay? They're taking over your fucking body. They can eat fucking shit. Listen to this fucking tub of fat shit. Lecture this man about where he can park his own car in his own fucking driveway. Die, you fat fuck. And I'm keeping you fucking fat. I pay for the Sunny Delight around here, motherfucker. So you need to move. Get the fuck out of the way or no more Sunny Delight for you. You better not fuck with me or I'll cut off the Sunny Delight supply. Their women are so fucking ugly too. I can't not focus on that. Look at this disgusting pig. I've never fucked a woman this ugly before. It wouldn't even occur to me to fuck her or even talk to her. She's a definition of what they call a land whale. She's even dressed in drabbily in gray and black. I want a woman that gets dressed up for me. That's not wrong. I'm not a misogynist because I'll get dressed up for you, bitch.
Right. She looks like this girl, this lady I used to work with at Coffee Bean. That I found out years later she was on meth, and I'm like, oh, that's why you look like that. She looks like that. Their face.
Yeah, they have the weird teeth where they have like a gigantic space in between the two front teeth where another tooth could have fit. That's how big the fucking space is. All of these bitches look the fucking same. And at least she's not going sleeveless because they also like to go fucking sleeveless and show you their disgusting fucking arms. I have a real issue with that, seeing their fucking arms.
With the flab where it just goes brute.
Just cover it up, ladies. Fuck you. How dare you?
Have some modesty. I now understand the burqa.
Yes, me too. Well, the thing about the burqa is that they're such hornballs and evil fucks that they have to wear the burqa so they don't get too horny and rape your woman. It's actually they're wearing the burqa for their own protection. I wish that the feminists could understand that. Like they're not wearing it because they like it. They're wearing it because they don't want to get fucking raped on the street by a pack of animals, human dogs. Dude, this shit's incensing to me. I could rant and rave about it all day because I've already experienced it so many times here, and I've literally lived all over the world. I think I said I lived in the Czech Republic for fuck's sake. No one parked in front of your garage. In fact, if you had a garage, you were just fucking happy for the other person. Like, they got a garage. Good for you. I'll never park in front of it. I mean, even in San Francisco where there's no place to park, people don't do that shit. In fact, in San Francisco, they tow your car if you park in front of a garage. It's just so
they're very good about that.
They don't fucking enforce any rules here. It really is frustrating. And that's a big one for me. Like, it's already hard enough to drive in the city. I have to like do a fucking dance, a ballet maneuver to get into my own garage after I just drove on the 101. Like fuck off, man. I don't have any fucking patience for this bullshit anymore. Dude, I think that this is a retarded power play because it's happened so many times with me and various foreigners because it wasn't just a Mexican, it wasn't just an Indian, it was all of them. Fucking Filipinos were pulling that shit back when I lived in Silver Lake 10 years ago. Filipinos were stealing my fucking parking spot. Like, they love to park in your designated parking spot. It's like, I pay for this. It's in my fucking rent, man. Come on. It's the whole reason why I chose this spot. They had a parking spot for me, private parking spot, and you park in front of my fucking car in it. And they
Right.
really think that I should go ask you for permission to leave my own house? This is insanity. You're not my
Right.
God. You're nothing. You're my slave. I
Mhm.
pay for your parking spot. It's like I drink your milkshake. I park in your parking spot. They really do think that they're hot shit, that they're
Right.
international bad boys.
Mhm.
Because they parked in a parking spot that they knew they weren't supposed to, and they got away with it. I think it's like a game in their own retarded mind. How long can I get away with just doing this same irritating thing that bothers everybody around me? Dude, the amount of fucking cars in both these driveways is unacceptable. How many fucking cars do these people have? They don't have a job. They're clearly not working. They're at home
Right.
all fucking day when this guy came. So there's fucking 6 cars because there's 3 in this guy's driveway, 1 in the grass. I can see 1 in their driveway. They don't even have their driveway full. Isn't that funny? And then they also had another one parked on the street in front of his house.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably had another one on the street parked in front of their house. Where the fuck are these people getting money for cars? Now I can tell you exactly where it is. They lease the cars, and then they just don't pay it off. They never pay a bill, and then the car just gets taken away. And then it's time to use my other alias, my other fake birth certificate or whatever, to go lease it. To go lease another fucking car. There's a lot of unpaid debt when these motherfuckers go back to their country of origin.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I forgot to. Maybe we'll talk about this one next time. I forgot to send you the video today, but there was one where this Mexican woman, talks for 3 straight minutes about how she scammed the system and then moved to Colombia.
Whoa.
And she was talking about how when she started over in Colombia, her credit rating was 680 or something like that. I was like, you cunt. And then I called people losers in the comment section, and because they were bragging about how they do it, and it's like, fuck you, man. I pay for you, like, because you won't pay for yourself. I'm legally obligated to pay for you. Got to get that fat ass off the screen, man. We're losing viewership.
Well, I want to see how it ends.
Okay. Then
I want to see how it ends.
Put that pig in motion.
You're parked on my property.
Move the car. Hey, move the car.
So just move them. You can get around my shit.
Fuck you.
I asked him nicely.
Let's move the car.
Flip
I
flop.
asked him nicely. He
No, you
started.
didn't. You know what?
I said, could you
don't
move
give a
him?
fuck
Get
about
out
my
of my
mother, right?
fucking face.
You got on my
Get out of
fucking
my
face.
fucking face,
You got on
motherfucker. Get out of my face. Get out of my fucking face. What do you got,
You're gonna cut me,
motherfucker?
motherfucker. You're gonna cut me.
I'm gonna fucking spray you.
Cut me, motherfucker. Cut me, coming out.
You guys are in my fucking face.
Motherfucker, cut me, motherfucker.
I'm not gonna cut you. What is y'all's problem?
He'll cut you.
Dude, that's what he
I
said.
work for
Look
these
at how many
people.
fucking cars there
I
are.
just want you to move your vehicles.
Dude, every fucking one of these ants
not
climbs out of the ant
cutting
hill to scream threats.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Move your car, please.
We'll fucking move it. Just be patient,
People need to be able to get in and out of these driveways.
There's another car back there. Jesus fuck.
It's private property.
They might have 10
I have
fucking cars.
contractors that come to this house.
We're moving
I got
it.
people that are working on this house.
Move your car, please.
I'll move it. Get this shit out now.
Now they're yelling, you move your car. They're such
Fucking hell.
cocksuckers. Fuck you, man. Now they're barking orders at him. I love it. Dude,
Yeah.
that's exactly the experience I had with these Indians, it's on tape. At some point, we're just going to play it. The thing is, I might need to use it in court. So I'm always like, I'm itching. I'm itching to play it for you guys because it's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah.
That's the one that's going to go viral for us. I guarantee it, especially on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, I see. I have to maximize this play because it can either cost us money or cost me money. It's not gonna cost you money. It can either cost me money or it could make us money on Twitter with ad revenue and stuff.
Yeah. See, the only freeloader I like is that guy, my little cat right there.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can see him, but
I can see him.
it's the only guy that
presence.
I accept freeloading from me. Everybody else, no. But
I mean, I do. They're such ingrates. I love it. That video is a great metaphor for what's happening to this country. It really is like a cancer. It's spreading. It's like somebody spilled a jar of molasses on the table and you're watching it spread all over the table. Somehow it just won't stop, but it's moving so slowly. It's only gonna accelerate more. Someone's gonna jostle the table, and it's gonna be even more all over the fucking floor.
Right. What I wanted to play this one because this one's a HOA video. I think you also sent me, or you had it on.
Probably had it in my spank bank. Oh hell yeah!
Turn down the music, but yeah, like
4 buckets in, had 2 more to go. Now we're going.
So petty.
But you get it.
Dude, it's so funny. He got fined for parking his work truck in his own driveway. And look, the HOA guy's work truck is parked in the fucking driveway. Look, watch. What do you see? It's a work truck.
Yeah.
What a fucking hypocrite.
Hey, is Bill available? Great.
What another great illustration of what the HOA is like. Rules for you, but not for me.
His wife's saying, "Got a gentleman here with a bunch of buckets." Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Pretty good. What can I do for you?
Here's my payment, $1,400 for parking my truck in my driveway. All right.
I told you this will not be acceptable.
Yeah, Federal Reserve.
No.
That's the law.
You haven't looked at the court cases. The court cases have dealt with this.
Yeah, well, this is the federal law. It's for a fine. It's money owed. It's a debt. Have a good day. See you later, Bill.
Take that, boomer.
Bill's not happy right now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get a photo for evidence that we delivered it. And we're going to get out of here.
My man. Yeah, they're so afraid of actually going to court with you that he got so flustered. He was like, "Oh, there's been court cases that blah, blah, blah." I would have said, "Well, take me to court and we'll have a case."
Yeah.
We'll have a case that we'll settle this case definitively.
Yeah. I imagine he's just lying because
Of
Bill
course
doesn't.
he is. Fuck yeah. Dude, anything not to do the right thing. They'll never go to court with you. They'll fuck with you forever in a myriad of ways to avoid going to court and actually paying some of their own money. That's why I have a plan to sue them individually. I only need to sue the HOA long enough to get access to their to their financial records, which may or may not get forwarded to the police.
Nice.
Depending on what I find there. But no, I have a whole list of these fuckers and I want to get them all individually. Dude, it never ends around here. It's every day. Like today, like when I was watching these 2 movies earlier when I was drinking wine, the dude just started slamming his door and stomping up the stairs. And it's like, I was just like, man, fuck this. I guess I'll just blast a fucking Cheap Trick concert because I can't. There's a lot of dialogue in these fucking movies I watched today, which actually I don't feel like complaining anymore. I'd rather talk about the movies I saw today. Our listenership or whatever, our viewership, they like this stuff better anyway. So who fucking cares about talking about these dipshits who are, out there trying to cause trouble for, the man in blue, the man in light blue. You know how Johnny Cash is the man in black. I'm the man in light blue. Got light blue eyes, a light blue shirt. I said, anyway, I watched 2 really fucking cool movies. They were starring Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum is the coolest motherfucker who ever lived. I wish he was my fucking dad, even though I read about his life and he was probably not a very good dad to his own children. Still wish he was my dad. Robert Mitchum is cool. One of them was called, they're both from the 70s. One was called Farewell, My Lovely. And then the other one is The Big Sleep. He plays he plays the detective Philip Marlowe in both of these. And it's not the same Big Sleep as the one with Humphrey Bogart. And in fact, their performances are pretty fun they're very different. So it's fun to compare them when you watch the Robert Mitchum version that's from the 70s. But these movies are fucking awesome. The fucking dialogue is amazing. The narration is amazing. Raymond Chandler is an awesome writer. He was a fucking great writer. He wrote dialogue. He wrote really funny, smart dialogue. And the narration is really great for Farewell, My Lovely, because every so often he just starts talking about Joe DiMaggio and how he's about to break some record. He's just like, how, probably 2/3 of the movie, he's actually explaining the plot to you. And then the other third, he's literally just talking about baseball. It's fucking great, dude. I thought that was so clever that he just stops talking about the story to talk about something he's more interested in. That's so fucking funny. But man, Robert Mitchum is so fucking cool in these movies. It's unreal. He's an absolute badass, totally sarcastic and very funny in a dry way. And of course, the supporting cast is unreal for both of these movies. Jimmy fucking Stewart, an old Jimmy Stewart, I mean. And who else? Harry Dean Stanton is in one of these movies.
Really?
Joe Spinell, who was in the I think he was in The Godfather 1, but Joe Spinell is a notorious character actor, and he always plays a heavy. He's always a tough guy in whatever movie he's in. He's a tough guy in this movie too. But anyway, these movies are on Tubi, so you can check them out if you want to, and I totally recommend them.
Nice. What was it? What were they called again? Just so I know.
Farewell, My Lovely, and The Big Sleep, and these are both the ones. These are the ones that have Robert Mitchum in them, because I think they might have made other versions of both those movies before, like back in the day.
Yeah, they sound familiar, but I'm gonna look them up because classic movies there's just something better about them because they had the restrictions, so they couldn't do certain things. The Hays Code back from the 30s till about, I'd say, almost the 60s. I forget exactly the time frame, but the Hays Code was like you can't have sex and certain things, and the good guys have to win. So even with those, they still came up with some great movies. And so that made them more creative, I think, because they had to somehow fit within this code and still get a good story out. Plus, movies back then were based on novels, whereas movies today are based on comic books. The level of reading comprehension went down.
Dude, movies today are based on video games, which I don't understand why you wouldn't just want to go play the video game instead of watching a movie about it. It seems dumb.
Yeah. But I wanted to get this in, good movie recommendations. So this was a story. It was more like last week, but I feel like it needs to be told.
Years ago, the Southern Poverty Law Center bankrupted the Klan and later recovered millions from neo-Nazi groups, with lawsuits representing victims of violence. But Tuesday, the
isn't
tables
true,
turned.
by the way.
The Justice Department charged the organization with fraud for allegedly misleading donors and lying to financial institutions by paying members of violent extremist groups millions of dollars to act as informants.
The SPLC was not dismantling these groups. It was instead manufacturing the extremism it purports to oppose by paying sources to stoke racial hatred.
So,
Wait,
just real
can I point out that Blanche is French for white? I mean, everything is so fake. The guy's name is Todd White.
Yeah,
that's who's talking about the Southern Poverty Law Center. Todd White.
So I wanted to tell the story about the Klan bankrupting the Klan. Well, the Klan never had a lot of money, ever. Yeah, they weren't like super successful. So by the time the Southern Poverty Law Center did sue them, because the Southern Poverty Law Center was in the 60s, I believe, is when I have it right here. 26 to 90 was Ralph David. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go into this real quick. But so they did sue the Klan, but all the Klan had was like this warehouse and it was worth $7,000. They didn't have millions. They don't have money. It's not like this super successful group. So, but the way that the Southern Poverty Law Center makes money is getting pictures of people going, and so what the guy is talking about is the FBI is not getting them for having informants. They're getting them for paying people to do like publicity type photos. So like the guys in the tiki torches, they paid people to do that. So it would make a great picture. So it would make a lot of donations. That's what they're accusing them of, not what this thing is saying about informants. That has nothing to do with it. But of course, they're not going to tell you that because they agree with them. And another point is the way that they started was fraudulent. Not just the So the SPLC, the reason why they're the SPLC is because Martin Luther King's organization was the SCLC, Southern Christian Leadership Conference. So they were like SPLC. What's the guy's name that leads the SCLC? Oh, Ralph David Abernathy. Oh, let's find us a Ralph David Abernathy, which they also did. So the leader of the SPLC is the same name as the leader of the SCLC, so that they're banking on people not really looking into it and just giving money to it at first. And they did it, so they globbed onto Martin Luther King's organization and kind of just changed one letter, and were able to fool people that way, which is hilarious. Because I looked it up, and Ralph David Abernathy is the name of both leaders, founders. Because they just picked some law student that was like 19 years old or 20 years old, and was like, "You're going to be the guy that leads this whole thing," you know. And so they did. But anyway, again, I wanted to point out that they're not in trouble for having informants. They're in trouble for inciting violence and then paying people to incite violence and then getting pictures of it and using that to stoke donations, which is a smart play if you think about it. But like if our I don't know, if we had an organization to like end homelessness, you'd want pictures of people like getting food and stuff, and then you just run away as soon as anything happens and just collect all the money. It's smart in a way, in an evil way.
Sounds
Very
like a good
evil
idea
way
to me. Yeah.
Including the indictment alleges a leader of the 2017 Unite
Hey, that's
the
me.
Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia,
was it really?
who, quote,
No.
attended the event
No.
at the direction of SPLC, made racist postings under the supervision of the SPLC, and helped coordinate transportation to the event for several attendees. But Law Center interim president Brian Fair said the group had long used informants and called the indictment a political
Again, that's not what they're
attack by
saying.
the Trump administration.
So they're like, we've always done this, but that's not what they're accusing you of. Like, they just answer a question that they weren't even asked. It's weird that people aren't like, wait, that's not what they're saying you did.
They have made no secret of who they want to protect and who they want to destroy.
You have to wonder if this...
Attorney Scott Frederickson questioned the Justice Department's legal theories.
Can the federal government persuade a jury that the Southern Poverty Law Center was out there funding extremism for its own purposes?
If they have the paper trail, yeah.
Racism, that's hard to believe. Obviously, they'll have their day in court.
But there have been calls to investigate the Law Center for years. In 1995, the Montgomery Advertiser was the finalist for the Pulitzer Prize for articles alleging that the center was misleading donors and wasting their money. And more recently, critics say that its hate watch list of extremists includes many mainstream conservatives. Tony?
Jan, thank you very much.
So, yeah. They didn't really address what, I mean, they kind of did. He's like, people really believe that we do that? Yeah, because you did that. I mean, they didn't just make this up out of thin air. There's like paper trails to this. They got bank records. That's why they even are going after this. They wouldn't even, to go after something like that, you'd have to have a lot of evidence, because it would look so bad if you had nothing. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, they just started putting their spin on it, like they put a spin on everything.
Right. And of course they do. They did that because I don't know if you've seen all the fake hate crimes, but there's way more than actual any.
Yeah,
like
they'll just pin it on Brian Fair, that black guy. And again, why is his name Fair? It's just a joke. It's all fake. He's probably a fucking actor.
They're all actors. It's funny though. But you know, it's all it's all meaningless. This is, that's the way I think of all of it. Just pointless.
That's almost wholesome compared to what's going on the streets usually.
Right. Well, yeah, especially here. That's way more wholesome because it's like it's just implied, or it's when you look on the streets, it's actually just happening in front of you. Some homeless dude.
Well, I have to say, I noticed that since there's all these Indians here now, there's at least 3 units that I've seen them in, maybe 4, which is terrifying. There's all this trash that keeps getting left in the various points in the alleyway. Someone left a broken TV on one corner. Somebody left like two parts of a dresser on the corner. Someone left a fucking door. I'm not kidding about this. A fucking door in the middle of the alleyway. Somebody left a child's mattress on another corner. It's unbelievable, like how quickly they just leave. Like it's not just leaving a bag of flaming hot Cheetos on the ground. It's a fucking door. And when I say a door, I mean a door and the entire frame.
Right.
I was looking at it, I was like, man, they must have some high ceilings in their unit because that wouldn't even fit in my fucking house. That's how big this fucking door is that they just left in the alleyway. And they don't understand that you have to call the fucking city to pick it up. And so if you grouped all the trash into one pile, it would actually get picked up by the city.
Yeah.
Because maybe someone else might just fucking call it in. The city might just drive by and see a pile of trash and call it in.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like they really just don't clean up after themselves. They always have. There is always a white person to clean up after them.
Mm-hmm.
Mark your words, Steve. There's always some white guy or a white lady that's standing around that's willing to donate to the Southern Poverty Law Center or go help you go grab the empty TV box for your 85-inch TV that you left in the middle of the alleyway. He drags it all the way down to the fucking dumpster for you. It always happens.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I can't believe the door is still there. Why hasn't some white person gone and grabbed it and brought it to the dump or something like that, and then paid $50 for the dump fee? Because white people do that too. They're just constantly just throwing money at these motherfuckers, and oh, you created a problem. Let me pay for it. I got this. It's on me. Hey, this door removal, that's on me. I got this one. That's literally what's happening in my own building. It never ends, man. The grift never ends. That's the name of the podcast this week. The grift never ends.
That's a good one. I'm gonna write that down.
Endless grifting.
Endless grifting, or the grift never ends.
The grift never ends. Doesn't matter. The same four people will look at it, and no one else will. And by the way, you and I are two of the people of the four doing quality control checks. Right. Not even watching it for pleasure.
No.
So 2 of the 6 people that regularly watch the videos don't even watch it for pleasure. I think that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Man, I wish Robert Mitchum was here right now. Robert Mitchum would just punch a hole through that door and be like, hey, kid, let's go get something to drink. Man, I wonder how often Robert Mitchum punched holes in the drywall.
Probably a lot.
After he got some Monster Energy drink into him or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I saw this video on The Cure. Did you see that? I don't know if
the band The Cure?
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously.
Oh God. He looks like the villain. He looks like the villain in a horror movie.
It kind of looks like the chick from Weapons.
God damn, dude. Yeah, he does. And then he's still dressing the way that he dressed in high school. That's so odd. All those goth guys wear the same outfit like that. It's so odd. Where's his wallet chain?
Yeah. That's Dark Mark's Future. If that's a deep cut for those who know.
Don't even look him up, dude. He's such a dork. To the listeners, don't even look him up to see how dorky he is. He doesn't deserve your attention. He's one of those guys where you go up and tell a joke, and then he goes up after you and explains the joke. It's like, or he says he says something which he thinks is a tag, but then if you're me, you yell out, "You didn't get the fucking." He didn't even understand what I fucking said. I don't know. There's so many people like that, which are just like they're just like a 24-hour bummer. They just show up to piss on everyone's parade.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that there's no Chardonnay wine here at the bar. You know, it is a 2-drink minimum. Why can't I have the drink that I want? Yeah, it's kind of shit like that. Talking about nerdy fucking faggotry. I'm no fan of that guy. He can eat my asshole. Fuck him.
I don't know him that well. I just know that he'll steal some of my Facebook posts. I'm like, what? Okay, whatever.
Does he do it word
It's just
for
weird.
word?
Yeah. A couple of them, not all of them. Nothing like that I value. So it's not. It's weird. It's just random shit I thought of, and then I'll post it also, and I'm like, okay, that's an odd thing to do.
You should test him out. You should be like going to Target, and then just see if he writes that he's going to Target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See how committed he is to stealing your Facebook statuses.
I just didn't. It was just weird because I'm like, these aren't like jokes or anything, so I don't give a shit about what it is. But it's just an odd thing, and it's usually like I'll post like some article and then he'll copy the thing I wrote. I was like, that's odd.
Shart mark.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing to do. I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. But
Dude, when you're 40 years old and you're wearing trench coats in public, you need to die. Like you're not in Pittsburgh right now. It's not freezing and windy. Why are you wearing a fucking trench coat in Los Angeles? It's a balmy 75. What are you doing out here, dude?
Right. A light jacket would suffice.
Dude, dudes who wear trench coats, that says everything about their personality. It's like, oh, cool. Do you collect ninja swords too? I bet you're into karate movies. Are you wearing a trench coat right now? They're either watching martial arts movies, The Crow on repeat, or they're shooting up a school. Shit. That's the one thing you can't joke about on stage or in public ever, which is mass shootings. People are actually afraid that they're going to happen, even though they're like statistically an anomaly. And in fact, you're more likely to get shot just walking through the hood on a random Thursday afternoon than you are of ever being in an actual. I mean, like, they don't count black mass shootings, I guess, because they never hit their target. They always hit like a baby in the building next door. It's like, how the fuck did you even? What? Where were you shooting the gun in the sky?
Well,
were you trying to shoot it? Are you trying to shoot a god or something? How did you hit someone in a building elsewhere?
It's hard to aim when you're always shooting, like you know.
Dude, the only people like that seem to get guns in the inner city are people that would never ever go to the shooting range and learn how to use them. That's why it's terrifying that these people have guns in the fucking first place.
Yeah. And you see those videos where they're just like flexing and they're like aiming almost at their friend. I'm like, dude, do you guys know?
I've seen many ones where they accidentally shoot each other. They shoot themselves. It's great. It's a natural selection. But I wanted to say, I got to tell a little anecdote about you should never, ever make jokes about mass shootings. Never, ever, 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 because people just don't like it. Definitely don't do it on stage if you're a comedian. But I used to go to this weed dispensary, and there was a chick there that always flirted with me, and she always gave me free weed. I'm talking like $40 of free weed every time. Lots of shit. She gave me free edibles and stuff.
Nice.
But she was super hot. And then I didn't know this, but the guy that worked there that I used to talk to about conspiracy theories, he was dating that chick. So this guy just secretly hated me every time he interacted with me. He hated my fucking guts. And I don't know. I mean, he should be mad at his girlfriend for being a dirty slut and making him jealous. Because she would flirt with me in front of him. And I had no idea that these two were dating. So I feel like I was not complicit in this fucking bullshit. But anyway, so he was already he had an axe to grind. He was already looking for a way to chop Joseph down, so to speak. And so one day I was the second to last time I was in there, I was talking to him and some chick that worked there, and he told me that he had gotten a new job and he didn't know if he liked it there yet. And I said, well, why don't you just bring a gun there and shoot everybody? And the look on his face was abject horror immediately. He didn't smile, did not think it was funny. And then I was like, oh, so anyway, I gotta get out of here. And then I'm talking like these people used to love me. I had the employee discount. I got the employee discount. That's how much people loved me at this dispensary. The very next time I went in there, no employee discount. They did not give me the actual discount that was advertised for the thing I bought. And the woman would not look me in the eye. And then because I realized, oh, I'm not welcome here anymore. I blew it. And so I try to shame her, I guess. I gave her a $20 tip, which I obviously would never have ever done in any other case. To which she said, Thank you, Joseph. You seem to feel bad about what happened to me. And then I went on Yelp. The guy embarrassed me over a bad joke. So I went on Yelp and talked about what a fucking dweeb he was and how I didn't like a white guy who calls me homie. I'm not your homie. I'm white. Don't call me homie, white boy. That's what I wrote in the Yelp review. So they probably, I mean, all my Yelp reviews usually get deleted over time by someone or other. So but I know he's probably the laughing stock at work after that line, that bon mot of "Don't call me homie, white boy." I should also mention that obviously my actual picture is not on my Yelp my Yelp profile because I don't want to get my ass kicked. And it used to be a tall, fat Asian guy. So it really did look like I didn't like being called white boy, or like I really was calling him white boy because we weren't the same race.
That's funny. Oh man. I never have good experiences like that, or bad experiences, I guess.
Hey Chris, I went to that dispensary every fucking day for years because of the COVID shit here. Dude, that shit lasted for 2 years here. I don't know if people understand that. And I'm still seeing these retards walking around wearing surgical masks outside. What? I can't believe it. I think they're insane, right? They got their brain got broken.
Absolutely, yeah. They're well, I don't know. Like there's this lady that I see every day on the train, and she's always like sunglasses and like the masks and gloves, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna. I mean, it's over. You know, like it's not. It wasn't the plague. It was a really annoying, time to get it, I guess, or when you get it, it sucks, but then it's over.
Monkeypox was more destructive. And you just ignored that. And why don't they ever does no one else notice that the Amish didn't get any fucking COVID and they didn't die? What's that about? In fact, because they didn't have TV, I don't think they even knew that COVID happened.
Yeah.
Like what happened is what normally happens with sicknesses is that it went through the entire Amish community in 1 week. Everyone got sick, and then they all had the antibodies from being sick, and no one ever got sick again. Yeah. Why wasn't that like international news? Hey, everybody, we have proof that it was all a bunch of bullshit. You never had to take a vaccine. A lot of people are going to die from these vaccines, man. It's not a joke. And what they did, they're so evil. It's almost like they put a slow release poison in you. You know, like for some people who probably already had like blocked arteries or whatever, they just straight up fucking died in their sleep or died while they were playing baseball. Like I'm talking like in the middle of a fucking pitch, they had a heart attack. But the rest of you guys have a ticking time bomb in your veins.
Yep. My brother has super cancer. He got all of his shots and boosts, and then
he got multiple shots.
Yeah. And then he had this growth on his neck, and then in 1 month he went stage 4.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, so I mean that just normally doesn't happen at his age. He's a little bit older than me, but not like a ton. And yeah, that's just so weird. Like my dad had cancer, but nothing ever went that fast. Like he caught it early enough, whereas my brother was just so weird. It was like boom, and it's already like. But hopefully he'll pull through. But I think it's because of the shot, personally.
Absolutely, it is. It's totally. Yeah, I worried about my family because I know my sisters and their, the kids got the first shot. And then I texted my sister and I said, just stop there. Because, from what I read on the old 4chan, it was the boosters where they really put the poison in.
Yeah.
Where they lulled you into getting the boosters because the first one didn't do anything to you. It was all part of the conspiracy, dude, to lull you into a false sense of security. And then there's jackasses in the comedy community who volunteered and were literally giving shots out in the parking lot. It's like, bitch, you just killed more people than John Wayne Gacy. You're a fucking serial killer and you think you're a good person.
Also, you can't be giving shots because if there's any air in that, you could kill somebody.
Dude, but this was really happening. They're just rando people. We're getting trained to give shots to other rando people in parking lots in your car. You didn't even get out of your car. This just shit was madness. I never understood why anyone was believing any of it. I remember driving around. I don't remember where I was coming from, but at 4 or 4 in the morning, and I saw a guy wearing a mask riding his bike down the street by himself. Only I was outside, and I was in a car driving the opposite direction. That's madness. Why did you think you needed to wear a mask in that scenario? There's no one around to get the germs from. There's no one around to pass the germs to. You're on a bike, you're moving, the germs can't catch you. This is so fucking puzzling to me. Where did the no critical thinking skills, man? They're just like these foreigners. That's why it's, by the way, it's 9 times out of 10 it's foreigners that are still wearing the mask. This is so baffling to me because during the actual quarantine, I only saw foreigners outside not wearing the mask, getting tacos at the taco truck, etc. Still the Koreans that still played ping pong. They just closed the curtains so no one saw. Dude, no foreigners during the actual quarantine were actually following the rules. There were all these like Mexican storefront churches that were also popping. They were banging.
Oh yeah, they were cool.
But meanwhile, now that it's no longer a threat, all these same fucking jackasses now are wearing the fucking mask. Wearing the surgical mask. When's your residency gonna fucking end?
I don't know.
These people permanently living insane elsewhere. They're gonna be doing the residency forever. I just need to make another 45-year-old TV reference for you guys. It's not to understand, but trust me, it was really clever. But it really is weird. Like, why are you wearing the surgical mask? Because at least you could just put on the other things that they were wearing that were more comfortable, like the fucking
the shield, the face shield.
No, not the. I don't know. You shouldn't be wearing that either. I just don't understand. I don't know. Fuck them. Why can't we just kill these people that are still wearing the mask? They're clearly not. They're not fit for society. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I was wondering, where did the numbers spike up? Because it's really been I've seen them more and more outside. Dude, this is crazy. I've seen them on the hiking trail. Brother, they're wearing a surgical mask to walk in the middle of fucking nowhere. In the cleanest part of fucking LA, the fucking woods.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable, dude. I just don't get it. Dude, it's been 6 fucking years of wearing a mask every time you went outside. This is insanity. And then I wonder, like, man, this fucking vaccine sucks. Why won't it kill this idiot? Why is this idiot still holding on? Why is this idiot still clinging to life?
Right.
Shit.
Yeah. And on that note,
I really needed this one today. I needed to rant and rave because I was all wound up all fucking weekend. The first thing that fucking sucked was the fucking live stream was immediately deleted, and we got a copyright strike. If you get fucking, I don't even want to talk about it.
It doesn't matter.
But anyway, so thank you guys for if you watched the whole way through. Thank you for indulging me. I just needed to rant and rave today, and then also laugh in the most evil cackle as I suffer. I laugh at my own suffering like a psycho.
Right. Well, on that note, I hope you have a better weekend. I hope anyone out there listening has a better weekend. Thank you so much, and good night.